learning about alliteration?
No.
Oh. I'm gonna have to put your name next to that so we remember. You said that. Frankie.
Carpet.
You like the carpet?
Okay.
I guess you all don't get to see as much of our building as we could.
One of my favorite colors.
Would you guys like to travel? We could go around the school today so that you'll get to explore the building more, because I think y'all normally just see our classroom, and so you don't have like a broad range of it. Go ahead, Salmon.
Sleep.
You like sleep? Really? Justin. Playing? So do you all like being here with all of your friends? Isn't that special about our building? We get to come see our teachers and we get to see our friends. Yes? So we'll add that. It's our classroom.
I only like dogs.
Make sure we raise our hand. Make sure we raise our hand. Christopher B.
Painting.
Painting? You like painting? Kylan?
Refrigerator.
I don't have a
Refrigerator.
I'm going to say,
Can I try again?
since everybody already gave me an answer, we're going to save some of those answers for later on in the week. Because when we read some of the books, you might have some other things that you want to add that are special about our building. And after we take a tour, okay? Go ahead and put your hands down, Max, and get ready for our book. So we'll be talking about a couple things. So today we're reading a story called The True Story of the Three Little Pigs, okay? And so we're going to be talking about setting. So what is a setting? Raise a quiet hand if you tell me what a setting is.
What?
Frankie.
Where the story takes place.
Where the story takes place, a setting. What about the characters, Justin? If I ask you for who the characters are.
The characters, the little pigs.
Okay. So we haven't read the story yet, but we know from our title, right? That's telling us that the three little pigs are in our story, so those are characters. So what are characters? Danilo?
Parker.
Well, this is the new book. See? New book. So it is like that book. So characters are who the story is about, right? So they might be animals, they might be people, right? Kylan, was there something you want to share really quickly?
And the three little pigs.
Kylan raised his hand.
The three little pigs made their house.
Made their house.
And the wolf came at the one brother's house, and he went to the other one.
Have you read this book before? Okay. Has anybody read this book before?
Me?
You have?
Me.
Okay, don't tell what happens. Go ahead and put your hands in your lap. And let's listen up for a good story. And then we'll also talk about the beginning, the middle, and the end. Okay? And then what story that this might remind us of, because some of us are already giving us an idea of what story this reminds us of, okay? So we'll go ahead and get started with our story. Jaden, can you say that for me at the end? Yes? Hmm? You feel like your nose is about to bleed? Okay, go ahead and get some tissue, okay? And we'll get some help with that. All right, so what part of the book is this? Can we say that? Good job. Front of the book. And this is the what? Title. The True Story of the Three Little Pigs. Okay. What does the author do? Good. Writes the words. What does the illustrator do? Draws the pictures. What part of the book is this?
Back of the book.
Back of the book. And let's say it slowly. Front of the book. Good.
Title page. This title.
Now what?
Title
Title page. Good. And what is this page? The beginning of our story is where we begin reading. Good job, guys. All right. Listos. Listos. Good. We ready?
Yeah.
We're ready? Okay. Hands are on our laps. Our mouths are off. We're ready for a good story. Okay? All right. Everybody knows the story of the Three Little Pigs, or at least they think they do. But I'll let you in on a little secret. Nobody knows the real story because nobody has ever heard my side of the story. Who do you think's telling the story? You can raise their hand and tell me who they think. Max. Who do you think's telling the story? So it's not the Three Little Pigs. So who's telling it? He said it's his side of the story. What do you think?
He thinks he wants to eat a pig.
Who do you think's telling the story? Who's telling the story? Alex, help him out. Who do you think's telling the story? The wolf. What do you guys think so? Let's see.
Yes.
Let's see. Hannah, turn around this way, please.
Wolf.
I'm the wolf. Alexander T. Wolf. You can call me Al. I don't know how this whole big bad wolf thing got started, but it's all wrong. Maybe it's because of our diet. Hey, it's not my fault wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies, sheep, and pigs. That's just the way we are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think you were big and bad too. But like I was saying, the whole big bad wolf thing is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. This is the real story. We're about to hear the real story. Let's see what really happened with the three little pigs. Way back in Once Upon a Time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny. I had a terrible sneeze and cold. I ran out of sugar. So I walked down the street to ask my neighbor for a cup of sugar. Now this neighbor was a pig, and he wasn't too bright either. He had built his whole house out of straw. Can you believe it? I mean, who in his right mind would build a house out of straw? Would you build a house out of straw?
No.
Justin. I wouldn't build a house out of straw, because remember what happens when we build a house out of straw? What can happen?
They were going to blow it.
You can blow it away, right? So of course, the minute I knocked on the door, it fell right in. So he said all he did was knock on the door and it fell right in. I didn't want to just walk into someone else's house, so I called, little pig, are you in? No answer. I was just about to go home without my cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. That's when my nose started to itch. I felt a sneeze coming on. Well, I huffed and I snuffed. So he said he just felt a sneeze coming on. He didn't blow that house down. What do you think? Did he blow that house down?
No.
You don't think so? You think he sneezed?
He sneezed, and then he blew, and then the house broke.
Yeah, I think that's what happened too. Look, there's a sneeze, and I sneezed a great sneeze. He's like, achoo! Uh-oh, then let's see what happens. You think a spider? And you know what? That whole straw house fell down, and right in the middle of the pile of straw was the first little pig, dead as a doornail. He had been home the whole time. It seemed like a shame to leave a perfectly good ham dinner lying there in the straw, so I ate it up. Think of it as a big cheeseburger just lying there. So did he eat it?
No.
He said he ate the pig, but he said it was just lying there, so he ate it. He didn't do anything. He was like, there's nothing wrong with that. I was feeling a little better, but I still didn't have my cup of sugar, so I went to the next neighbor's house. This neighbor was the first little pig's brother. He was a little smarter, but not much. He had built his house of, what do you think? Sticks. I rang the bell on the stick house. Nobody answered. I called, Mr. Pig, are you in? He yelled back, go away, wolf. You can't come in. I'm shaving the hairs on my... I had just grabbed the doorknob when I felt another sneeze coming on. I huffed and I snuffed and I tried to cover my mouth, but I sneezed a great sneeze. Achoo! And you're not going to believe it, but this guy's house fell down just like his brother's. When the dust cleared, there was the second little pig, dead as a doornail. Wolf's honor. Now,